Hey yo, we back at it again. It's your boy Ray Race Podcast, coming live from downtown Dallas on the 9th floor of the beautiful Hello Studios. Thank you for rocking with your boy one more time. You know, here on Ray Race Podcast, we're representing the city of Dallas, representing all the people that are doing all the amazing things in this city. And this is where we like to highlight them and, show off what they've been doing in the city. Not around only in our city, but all across the globe, you know what I'm saying? But they here based in our city, the greatest city in the world, Dallas, Texas. I don't care what anyone told you, greatest city in Texas. We in this thing, all right? Man, happy holidays to everyone out there. Shout out to all your, all my loved ones, all my friends, all my followers and listeners. Thank you so much for supporting us through this whole year. Happy holidays. Hope you have a great holiday season. Make sure y'all checking on y'all people this holiday season. People are dealing with a bunch of different things in their mind mentally. Some people may be depressed, going through some things because they don't have family members or loved ones. Make sure you check on your people because you never know what they're going through. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Lyrically Correct, that lyric card game. Lit Vacations. If you're looking for that next vacation, whether if you have a family vacation, you're doing a bachelor party, destination wedding, whatever it is you're doing, go to litvacations.com, tell them Ray sent you, ask for the guy Austin. He's going to make sure you're taken care of on that next vacation, all right? So if this is your first time listening or watching Ray Ray's podcast, just so you know, we like to always start off this show with positive words. We like to pour back into people because, you guys pour into me by supporting and watching and supporting all the guests on the show. So let's give back to you right now, all right? So just in case nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason, you're stronger than you think, okay? Whatever it is that you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on my show, Ray Ray's Podcast, I'm glad that you're alive and don't give up. So when those tough situations come, those hard times come, you can get through anything when you keep those words in your mind. You just go back to, hey, I am who I say I am, and I can do what I said I can do. Bet. Let's run it. All right. Let's stand on business right now. Okay. Tell you about who we got in the building right now. We got a cool guest, man. Cool cat. Happy to meet him here recently, man. Just love this guy. Love his energy, man. He's like a side mission in a video game. We do it all. He's a boxer. He's a music artist. He also does commentary. Yo, give a warm Ray Ray's Podcast welcome to our guy, Mr. Alex Rincon, in the building right now. What's up, fam?
What up, man?
How we doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. Blessed. It's a blessing to be here.
They love you already. They love you, bro.
I know, man. They're being loud.
Yeah, they be coming out of nowhere, bro. I hope I got the name right. You know what I'm saying? I try to get my my swag on with it.
Yeah.
But yo, appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come rock with us one time on Ray Ray's Podcast. We greatly appreciate that, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's let the people know who you are, all the many things that you do. It's our time to get to know you right now on Ray Ray's Podcast. So what's up, bro?
Man, I've done it all, man. My whole life, I've been a boxer my whole life. And I've done some commentating because of that through my professional career. I started off as an amateur turned pro. Got blessed with the opportunity to commentate fights under Golden Boy. And lately, though, what's been my passion since 2020 has been my music. It's just been I hit the ground running, and it's been going, man. It's been taking off since 2020. It kind of was more of a, I'm a kind of just have fun with it. And the people loved it, and it just kind of kept going, and it kept going. And now it went from me just recording to just, going to record music to headlining my second show. So, it's a blessing. I can't complain. And whenever you have that competitor mentality in a professional level, it goes over to this. So it's kind of like a, eat or get ate type of mentality. And I love bringing it to the music.
Man. You just touched on a lot in just a small bit of time right there. We're going to break all that down here so people can really, really dive in deep and know more about you, okay? You talked about you've been boxing your whole life. Let's talk about what got you into boxing, okay, and your career in boxing.
Yeah. So my grandfather was professional in Mexico. Then my dad did it just for a bit. It was amateur boxing. So he just started focusing on my older brother. My brother's 31, about to turn 32. And, my brother turned pro. I turned pro at the age of 21. That's what got us into boxing. I actually hated boxing at first. Like, I hated everything about it. I hated fighting. I hated all that stuff. But I was a troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? I was a troublemaker. So they were trying to get me in the gym to stay disciplined. And then pretty much when I was on the USA team at the age of 18, that's kind of what it took me to like get a silver medal in Ukraine and be like, man, I'm pretty good at this, which is crazy because it's like, you know, some people think they're good and they barely make it out of the Dallas, you know, location. So I was traveling, you know, I crossed overseas, fought overseas, represented the United States. And yeah, I mean, that's what got me into boxing. It's a love-hate relationship. You know, most people say it's all love, but I feel like they're full of shit when they say it's all love. It's love or hate. Yeah, it's love or hate. Love and hate, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so tell us about the professional career, okay?
Yeah.
How long have you done professional? Are you still active or?
Yeah. I mean, as far as everything, I'm no longer with Golden Boy. I had a contract with Golden Boy, no longer with them. Can't speak too much on that, but what I will say is, I'm staying in the gym, staying in shape, no matter what. Even if I stop boxing, like I'm always gonna be in the gym. I'm always gonna be hitting the bag or sparring people or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I've been pro since 21. My team out in DC, shout out to Team No Excuse out in Maryland. That's my family out there. My manager's son, Lamont Rose Jr., just won a world title under the David Benavidez card against Andrade. So crowned a world champion under the team on the stablemate. So it's dope to be around that. But yeah, man, the pro game is it's something. It's in the boxing world. It's something like you can't compare it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't compare it. There's nothing like it. You know, people talk about football, basketball, all these other sports, but you got to remember whenever someone ends a season, they're back to 0-0. No wins, no losses. When you box or when you any combat sport, you lose, it's there forever. And nowadays, you lose, you take 10 steps back. You win, you take half a step forward.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Man, okay. So from boxing, you said you did commentating.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that experience of like commentating. You know, I know being a commentator, sometimes you have to be unbiased.
Yeah.
But sometimes
how
hard
sure.
is it to hold it in? Like you see someone get knocked out, like
Yeah. The first time I wanted to, I mean, you'll have moments where you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying, but really, like I did a good job of because I put it in my mind, you know what I'm saying, to like, hey, don't control the oohs and the ahs and stuff like that. But bias, no, I personally can't stand biased commentators, and I can name some like Timothy Bradley's a terrible commentator in my opinion. I mean, he was a great fighter, you know, but commentating, like, you just can't be biased. You're gonna as a commentator, you're gonna have people you're probably rooting for deep down, but when you're on the show, shoot, you can have interviews about it and say it, but when you're on the broadcast, don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be professional. Don't pick a side. But man, the commentating, man, I loved it. It started off with me and my brother and Beto from Golden Boy. It was 3 of us, and then got another opportunity when my brother had fought. I kind of touched on the commentary when my brother fought. It was great. And then another time I killed it. Sean Porter, former world champion, was showing me love. Saying, man, this guy's a beast. Like, he can't just box, he can commentate. Like, that's crazy, you know. So it's something that not a lot of people can do. It seems easy, it looks easy, but it's really not. But a person who's high IQ fighter can break things down for people. People don't really know how to break things down. Let's be real, a lot of fighters don't know how to talk. A lot of fighters don't know how to talk correctly. So, you know.
Man, so you brought up 2 things I kind of want to touch on real quick. Like, one, congratulations on being versatile like that, because when you're versatile like that, it's opened up more doors for you.
Absolutely.
The more skills you have, the more opportunity you have, okay? Yeah. Also, you're talking about being very, very logical and stuff like that. So when you go into a fight, do you feel like it's killed or be killed, or is it very, it's thought about? Is it like, okay, is it a skill? Is it a chess match for you? Or just going, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah,
you don't kill me. What is it like for you?
The people that go on with I'm going to kill you and kill me, those are the type of people that they have no, obviously, composure and discipline, whether they're immature minded. Like, there's multiple fighters out there that have that mentality, but also have the, you know what I'm saying, the chess match, go in there, be smart. I was raised and taught to be, you go in there, you be smart, get the win how you're supposed to get the win. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you smell blood, kill. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you are, don't be reckless. Yeah. So there's so many, everything backs it up. Like, be a dog, but back it up with intelligence. You know, so that's how I approach a fight. Always, you know what I'm saying, always pray before a fight. Ask God, you know what I'm saying, to protect me and my opponent. Because at the end of the day, we still got families to go back to. Yeah. And that's one thing that I like to tell people is like, man, whenever y'all watch a fight, be mindful that people are human. Be mindful that you're not in the ring for a reason, because you don't do that. Yeah. You know, they're in the ring they're on that stage for a reason. Don't make it seem like it's easy. Don't think it's easy, because the shit ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? And also, we got to go back home to families. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people have long term, health issues because of the sport. And we do it to, you know what I'm saying, live a good life. And
but it's a lot of risk.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what do you think about also too, like when you see like, when you're watching a fight, sometimes like maybe it could be a UFC or boxing, fans are booing because they're not getting the excitement they think they should get. People don't think it's not all knockouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not all knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, like, for instance, you may have a fighter like Floyd Mayweather that's very defensive.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a bunch of you're not going to get a bunch of knockouts with that. And people got to understand that it's, like I said, chess, not checkers. You know? So what do you think about that when fans boo fighters for not giving them what they want?
Yeah. If you see someone booing, you automatically know they don't know anything about boxing or the sport, right? Combat sports. They don't know anything about it. Those are the type of people that just want to see blood and just, to be honest, just don't give a fuck. They don't care. Because and that shows, again, like I said, the lack of knowledge of the sport. Whenever you have two people that the styles make fights. If you have two guys that go toe to toe and they don't back up, it's gonna be fireworks, right? It's a head-on collision. But whenever you have someone that's super defensive and another person that's super defensive, depending on their styles of defensive, it's either gonna be a super boring match because it's counter. But a person who's in the sport loves that because that means it's high IQ. I'm gonna try to counter your counter and then counter your counters. So you're gonna have fights like that. For example, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, two boxers, two high IQ fighters, but they are IQ, but they're just trying to press the gas. You know what I'm saying? And so that type of fight, amazing, right? But then think about Shakur Stevenson. People hate watching him, but because he's just a super defensive counter fighter, he's gonna get his wins, whether it's boring, whether it's ugly. He's gonna get his win no matter what. So, people have to understand that styles make fights, and if you see people boo, you just automatically know they don't know anything.
Facts. Okay, so we touched on the boxing. We touched on the commentating, all right? Let's get into this music thing, all right? Like I said, you're like a side mission on a video quest. What? Like, I want to do this now, okay? Yeah. So what really got you into the music, and, what's the experience been like for you so far?
So music, man, is really how I started with music. Or I'll always love music. My dad got us into the band Kiss, so I grew up listening to nothing but rock music. I wasn't allowed to listen to rap at all. One time I listened to rap was when the radio was playing at the boxing gym. We trained in Oak Cliff, trained in South Irving our whole life. So, man, we grew up to Kiss. So I always loved, I would hear the instruments. I used to play the drums a little bit, things like that. And then I got into hip hop. I started listening in the gym, and I started getting into Lil Wayne. Like, Lil Wayne was my first, oh, man, I love this guy, And then after that, I started, getting into Drake and then all these other artists. But I wasn't really, because it wasn't around me at home. When I was in the gym, I was training. I didn't have time to talk about music. So everyone was like, man, you never listened to Wu-Tang and da-da-da. I'm like, nah. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, from till this day, I've never listened to a Wu-Tang song from getting in, which people are like, what? But anyways, when it came to the music, it was COVID. I was just working out. Nothing was going on. No fighting, nothing. I was just working out in my garage and just playing video games. That's all day. That's all I did. Trained a couple clients. Had someone that I knew that wanted to, lose weight. And I was like, hey, look, COVID right now. Times are tough. You ain't got no bread. I understand. I'll work you out. Help me get the ball rolling with this music. Cool. You know what I'm saying? We did that. And then, and then from there, I hit my first song called Quality. My very first song ever. People loved it. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, as you grow, you look back to your old music, you're like, oh, man, I'm better than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's growing pains.
So, exactly. So, people love it. People ask for that song. And at my shows, my last few shows, man, when it comes to it, people hear that song, my first song ever. Maybe it's a little bit of the nostalgic, thing, but people sing that song word for word. They know, oh, man, play Quality. I'm like, man, what? I got songs that are better with bars, da-da-da. So that's really what got me into the music, man. And the passion behind it was actually after one of my fights, I had a show at Trees, and I was like, man, after this, I'm just going to slow down. It's a lot of money going into it. I got to just – but when I've got the energy up there and the love and the people are like, man, you killed it, da-da-da. I can't stop this. I love this too much. Yeah. And then kind of keep going from there, and now I have, I don't know how much songs I have now. I have so much music out. This year, my goal was to put out 2 songs a month, or 1 song a month. I've been putting out 2 songs a month, and if it's not 2 songs, it's a music video. And if you know how to make a real good music video, money goes behind it. So, that's why I just do. Let me just focus on one thing if it's a video. So, I'm putting out. My boy said, be consistent, put your foot on their necks, put your foot down their throat this year, and I did. So, and it's been shown.
Yeah, facts, man. That's salute to that. One of the things I always tell people that's either they're doing music or content creator, you gotta post. Yeah. Post. You don't feel like posting, you gotta post.
Yeah.
You gotta post.
You gotta post. You gotta talk to people. You gotta, hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. You gotta be that pest. And I always tell people, like, the show for the 15th, promo is important. And I've told the people on the show that I handpicked, because I'm not just I didn't just perform the show. I hosted the show.
Okay.
I handpicked everybody. I had Zoom meetings, all things like that. And that's one thing I emphasize. Like, there's no such thing as over promoting. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta promote, and you gotta be that pest. Like, and if people don't fuck with you, then all right, sorry. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do my part. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying. Closed mouths don't get fed. All right. So let's talk about this show. All right. Let's talk about. Of course, you're the headliner. Mm-hmm. Who else you got all on his lineup with you?
So on this headline, DJ Renee, but Cozy Campos is his DJ name. I met him actually through a podcast interview up to Something Media. Met him through there, through mutual friends as well. And actually, the first time I met him, I was hooping in the park. We were just hooping, stuff like that. We talked. That's how I met him. Cauliflower, met her through him. C-Mill, I met him at a show when I performed at Tulips under XB Valentine. I performed on XB Valentine with Smooth Vega.
XB.
Yeah, shout out XB, man.
That's my
good
people.
people,
That's my
man.
family.
Good people. Good people,
bro.
man.
You killing it right now, XB. Keep it up.
Yeah,
shout out Smooth.
sure.
I see what you're doing, my boy Louis.
Vega, yeah.
Shout out Louis. I'll see y'all soon, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those are good people.
They're
bro.
good people. So especially that Latino community, it's a blessing to kind of have people, you know what I'm saying, not doing the whole gatekeeping and all that stuff. So shout out to XB, Smooth, his whole team. So yeah, I met C-Mill on the show at Tulips. Good people. He showed me love. I actually genuinely like his music. His music brings a little different touch, different flavor, so I'm excited for that. And just a genuine dude. After that, Wysaiah, he had music up as Markio, but Wysaiah is his artist name now. I've known him since 10th grade. Played ball together. He came to my fight when I fought in Houston at Toyota Center, and he just showed me love outside of the, the booth and the studio and the music. So Wysaiah. And then Juice Judah is actually from North Carolina. His manager is my partner that ran the show. So Juice Judah I haven't heard so much music about Judah, so I saw him perform live, but sometimes I feel like that's actually better. Seeing someone perform live, you get a better connection with somebody. And then, last but not least, me. And man, like I always tell people, a lot of times people focus on the streams, but when it comes down to it, how many butts can you put in the seats? How many tickets can you sell? Because sometimes things don't add up, right? The streams, the comments, the likes, the posts, but then you get like 10 people at the show.
Yeah.
But then you got people that do, okay, their numbers are, but they get 50, 60, 80 people at a show, right? As an upcoming artist, So, yeah, man. So the show, it's something that I love to do. I'm kind of a control freak, so I like to kind of, I'm saying? But because I ran things in a professional level in the boxing world, I've seen how a show runs. What time we walking out, broadcasting time, from commentating to being the fighter to knowing how shows run, media, marketing, pushing your fight to this. This is simple to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I got to do all that while I'm cutting weight and fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
not going to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And do all that.
Facts. Yeah.
Okay. So if this is your first time watching or listening to Ray Ray's podcast, or if you're an OG vet, we got this segment. It's called Slow Down. I just want to get to know you. Slow Down. We just want to get to know you. It's where we kind of, really get to know you. We ask you some random questions, real quick, rapid fire. We don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah.
We're just going to get there.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun with it. I hope you cool with that.
Yeah, that's what she said. Let's do it.
That is what she said.
Yeah.
I also have to mention that, the Slow Down segment is brought to you by Lyrically Correct. It is the music trivia card game. If you think you know your lyrics, go to lyricallycorrect.com. Save 20% off all the different copies they have of Lyrically Correct. They have this one, the 90s, 2000s hip-hop R&B. They have a straight 90s R&B one. They have a gospel version. They have a old school slow jams 80 version. If you think you know your lyrics, you want a good gift for the holidays, lyricallycorrect.com. Again, promo code RayRay23 and get your copy, all right? And also, who knows, man, see if you know any of his lyrics later. Yeah. Tune into that, okay? All right. We always like to start off the Slow Down segment. I want you again, shout out your social medias, any websites you want people to find you at, bro.
So Alex Rincon, ALEX, Rincon, RINCON 95 on Instagram. That's my main page. That's where you see everything. Everything flows through there. Me being a personal trainer as well. Personal training, the boxing, me working out, the music. It's all going to flow through there. Rincon Official, RINCON Official. That's my music page. So anything you want to see, follow through there. I'm a big Instagram user. I'm getting the handle of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I just go on there for funny videos. So, but Facebook, same thing. Alex Rincon. Twitter, Alex Rincon 95.
Bet. Okay. Let's kick it off like this. What makes you feel like your best self?
My best self is whenever I'm put in uncomfortable positions and I learn from them. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good about myself, because at the end of the day, when you're back against the wall, that's when you learn about yourself. You know, in the moment, I'm like, ugh. But afterwards, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah.
So one of my favorite questions I like to ask people, if I was Ray, the movie producer and director, and I wanted to make the Alex Rincon movie, who do you want to star as you in the movie?
Damn, that's a good one. Man. Believe it or not, people probably going to laugh at this, but people said Tom Hanks. I look like Tom Hanks sometimes. People have told me that. So Tom Hanks, if not Tom Hanks, man, Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck just because he's a good actor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
I think he was a good Batman, by the way. People don't get it twisted. He was a decent Batman.
Yeah.
All right. Who is your dream collaborator?
Rod Wave, absolutely. A million times. Yeah.
So what do you think about the whole situation that's going on with him and Boosie right now?
Man, I think Boosie's tripping. I think it's like, bro, you got to realize he's not doing this to hide it. Clearly, he put on his album. It's not like he stole a line and was just trying to hide it, bro. He's pretty much paying homage to the people that, you know, he got to clear through Paramore on the song called Crazy. And, you know, like, I get it, bro. I see what you're saying. You know, it's a business at the end of the day. Cool. But, like, he was like, hey, man, you know, I'll give you, you know, equity, and then I'll give you this much. Like, nah, I want this much. It's like, damn, bro, like, you ain't got to be like that, man. He's showing you love, you know. So I think he's tripping to a certain extent. I understand it. But, yeah, man, I think he's doing a little too much. I understand it, but not that much. But he's showing you love. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. 2-part question. What song best describes your life? And secondly, what theme song do you normally come out to when you fight?
Man, my theme song, actually, I would say it's one of my own songs, just because it's called Mixed Emotions. And it's also because I actually sang / I kind of covered a little bit of Rod Wave song called Dark Clouds. So it's called Mixed Emotions, inspired by Dark Clouds. And Mixed Emotions describes me best because I feel like my emotions are everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person who wears my heart on my sleeve. I'll be an open book to you, but as soon as you cross me, I'll go crazy. And then I'm kind of like a fuck you, like, all right, bro, I see what it is. And, you know what I'm saying, I have this side of me that's like I was taught to love. I was raised around nothing but women. I was taught to love. But I also have this side of me where it's like I've been fighting my whole life. So it's like, you wanna take it there, we're going to take it there, and I'm going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the side of me that you wish you'd never seen. So I have, like, you know what I'm saying, you have this, like, hot or cold. So that song, also because Rod Wave is my favorite artist, I touched the hook up a bit. The first hook, I kind of play with my own lyrics, mix it in there, and then his. So that one would be my theme song. What was the second one? Oh, When I Walk Out. Mm-hmm. Man, that's a good one. I think one of my favorite songs to walk out to, just because it hits every time, is Ramen and OJ by Jordan Lucas and Lil Baby. But because we're huge Kiss fans, man, Psycho Circus by Kiss.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
All right. So, who's an artist out there you think that's really popular right now, but they really haven't hit that next gear yet?
Would you say locally, just any artist?
Any artist you think is out right now that's, you know, like, yo, this person is good. Once they hit that next level, they're just...
Big X the Plug. I'm a big X the Plug fan.
Yeah.
I love his music, man. He has that voice that just fits that, you know what I'm saying, that style that he's in, that lane that he's in. And he's already hitting big numbers. But, man, like, some songs, if you notice, it's like it's effortless. You can tell he's just doing his thing. Like, it's not even... So, he just kind of popped out this last year, you know? So, man, imagine where he's going to be at 2-3 years later. And I hope it's not that he just got hot right now. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not what it is. Because I believe in that he's going to be, you know what I'm saying, taking it far. Yeah.
Greatest boxer of all time?
Me.
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not me, my brother. Actually, you know what? I'll say my brother over me. My brother has one of the highest IQs I've ever seen in my life. But if my favorite fighter, though, I'll say is Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, in video games, how you have a creative player
Yeah.
build a player. All right. I want you to create a boxer right now. I want you to take attributes from different boxers from different generations of the history of boxing. Build your ultimate fighter.
Okay. So I would say defense, Mayweather. Power, Mike Tyson. Defense, power. Speed, Manny Pacquiao. And then I would say, chin. Man. Chin. Honestly, I would say Canelo. Canelo chin. And then I guess maybe if we want to say ring IQ, I would probably have to go with, man. It would either be Lomachenko or Floyd.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about legs and speed?
Legs.
Or footwork, rather.
Footwork. Man. Footwork would have to be Loma as well. And then you said, what was the last one?
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
You built your...
I mean, I would say, and also Heart, I would say Mickey Ward.
Okay, yeah.
Mickey Ward. I literally just sent somebody that fight. Mickey Ward, Arturo Gatti. If you've never seen a fight on boxing or never heard of that fight, seen that fight.
That's a legendary.
Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti. If you don't know who Mickey Ward is, the fighter, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that fight.
Okay. So, we had the big fight recently, Earl Spence versus Crawford, okay? Didn't quite go the way Spence thought. Personally, I thought maybe Spence was dehydrated. I feel like his legs were underneath him.
Agreed.
Maybe he was messed up still from, the wreck he was in. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, from what you saw in that fight, and if you was in his corner, and if you could coach him throughout the fight, what would you tell him? Like, hey, look out for this, do this, change this. What would it be?
I would definitely tell him to, because they're both, Crawford was switching, but what I would have told him was to switch up the speeds. Earl was being very one gear. Boom, boom, boom. That's all he was doing. Add more feints to it. But the thing is, Earl's not known as a slick, quick twitch, smooth fighter. So it's hard to tell somebody to do something that's not necessarily in their resume, or in their, but in their bag. But I would have told him to add more feints, counter his counters, and switch up the gears. Don't just come at him head on. He's gonna try to counter you. You know what I'm saying? Switch the angles. Don't go one pace the whole time. You gotta switch up the gears. So that's what I would have told him.
You taking somebody to Cheesecake Factory on the first date?
Absolutely. Waffle House. Fuck Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna take you to Waffle House.
That's right. Get a dinner and a show.
All-star special. Shit. You know what it is? Shit. Man, I order that shit so fast before they get to ask me what I tell them, man, chocolate chip waffle, eggs with cheese, scrambled with cheese, hash browns covered in chunked, wheat toast, coffee. That's what we doing.
He had the whole order down and everything.
They don't even get to ask me nothing. They're like, man, you've been here before. Yeah.
Once or twice. All right, man. If you were a superhero, what superpower would you want?
Man, I would do flying. Just because, bro, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Okay. If you were the ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you implement?
I would probably. Okay, the funny side of me, it would say multiple wives. But the serious side of me would be no guns at all. Okay. No guns at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up. Okay. The greatest Lil Wayne song of all time.
Whew. Man, the greatest Lil Wayne song of all.
So I'll do that one, and let's follow it up with this one. Greatest Lil Wayne song of all time. Greatest Lil Wayne album of all time.
Greatest Lil Wayne album of all time, the Carter 3.
That's what has to be, yeah.
The greatest Lil Wayne song would probably be, shit. It might either be, it might either be Hustle Music or, one of my favorite is actually, this is underrated song. It's called Something You Forget. It's on YouTube. It's not, actually, if it's not, okay, Carter 3, mixtape, no ceilings. But yeah, I would probably say Something You Forget, Something You Forgot. You can find that on YouTube. It samples this rock band back then, two women called Heart. But yeah, damn. I kind of went blank on that one. I don't know, man. I like Lollipop. Lollipop was a dope ass fucking song. Lollipop was that shit. That was that shit.
I think he was already big, but Lollipop took him to another level.
Yeah.
I remember when that album dropped.
A Millie, man. All them fucking songs. It's hard to pick. Well, I will say one of the recent songs he did with his freaking his like double entendres, his rhyme scheme. What was called Glory. I don't know if you heard Glory. He performed that, I think, at like the ESPYs or something like that. Glory. Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. Okay. So I always like to ask 2 questions when we wrap up interviews, all right?
Yeah.
First question. If you can give any advice to anyone, no matter what the subject is, what would it be? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from the podcast you did with me today?
Move with pure intentions. Be genuine all the way through. Don't fake anything. Be real all the way through. But at the same time, be aware that people don't move with the same intentions as you do. You know what I'm saying? People are always out there to get you, and I think that's what happens to a lot of people. They move with a pure heart, and I speak that from experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely my advice. And also, I would say, man, just no matter what people tell you, man, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. And I'm talking about, don't do that half-ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
Go for it all the way in. When people doubt, when times get hard, get through it. You always hear these stories where a lot of artists go broke and then they make it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta weather the storm a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some chink in your armor every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some things that are gonna break you down, but that's what makes you stronger.
Man, facts. That's facts, man. Again, I appreciate you for taking your time out.
Man, bro.
To come rock with me, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you, man. It's a pleasure, you have an open invite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time you want to pull up,
man.
just hit my line like, yo,
Yeah.
pull up, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, all right,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Man, good luck on the show. Hope y'all crush it, bro.
Yeah.
Do numbers, man. Continually have success, and just hope the world for you, my guy.
Yeah,
Just
thank you, man. Likewise.
Everything that
man.
any avenue you touch, I hope some success for you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you.
So, we started, the show with positive words. We also got to end it with positive words. So, I want you to get your swag on real quick. Feel yourself real quick. If you can look in the mirror while you listen to this, rub your hands like you're Birdman or something like that. So tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself.
Right.
It's your boy Ray. Our boy Alex. Ray's podcast. We see you next time, bro.
Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid.